Hi guys, my name is Sagar and in this video we will establish IPsec site-to-site tunnel on IKE version 1 from OpenWRT to FortiGate via VTI. So I am sharing my laptop screen. As you can see, here is the topology diagram, and in this diagram FortiGate is a initiator of IPsec and OpenWRT as a responder, or you can say FortiGate is a server and OpenWRT is a client, and this is the IPsec tunnel, and the VTI IP is this, and my OpenWRT WAN IP is this, and FortiGate WAN IP is this. I have removed the last 2 octet of this IP because of security purposes. So what we will do, first we will establish this tunnel, then after that we will ping this LAN IP from this interface, and then check the packet is going via VTI or not. After that we will check the encryption. Okay, so now I am opening my OpenWRT CLI session. So now what we need to do is, first we will install VTI and IPsec packages. In my scenario, I am establishing IPsec from StrongSwan. You can use OpenSWAN or LibSWAN, but I prefer StrongSwan because of easiness of configs. So I am hitting enter. You need internet for this, and it will depend on your internet speed that the packages will install quickly or not. So after installing these packages, you need to reboot the router because we have installed kernel packages, and after reboot we will stop IPsec. So IPsec is stopped now. So we will edit a file called strongswan.conf, and you need to add these 2 lines. I will provide this documentation in the description, so you can download this document from the description. And after editing this file, I am saving this. So I am using Nano. You can use your favorite text editor. After that we need to edit ipsec.conf file, and in the ipsec.conf you will do config according to your server configs. So in my case, my left IP means my WAN IP is this left subnet. In this we will put our VTI IP. So we will create the VTI on this IP. After that, left ID according to your server configuration, left firewall equal to yes. It will automatically add IP tables rule, and then IKE lifetime according to your server key life as well. Then right ID means server's WAN IP. Right ID means the server's local ID of authentication, which you will put here. And right subnet means server's local subnet. We will authenticate it. We will authenticate via pre-shared key, and we will initiate the connection from here. So I have auto equal to start, that's why, and I am using AES 128 and GCM 16 encryption, and in phase 1 and in ESP means phase 2 also using AES 128 encryption, and PFS is 2, means modbus 1024, and then I am using IKE version 2, and this is for net traversal. If your router is behind some other router, so you need to add these two lines, and force encapsulation is yes. So this is mark in, mark out, so I will explain it later. Just remember these two parameters. So after that we will create a VTI. So for creating a VTI you need to add these commands. So in local you will put your WAN IP, and in remote you will put your server's WAN IP. IKE means mark in, or OKE means mark out. So remember this, you have to put the same like here, and now we will hit the command for creating the VTI. So our VTI is created. Now what I will do, I will because after restarting all these configuration can be vanished, so I'll put it in on startup script. So my startup script is this. I will put this command on startup, and I'll save this file. After saving this file, so after creating the VTI we need to assign IP to the VTI. So for that I will open my GUI, OpenWRT's GUI on this IP. So yes, in the network interface section just hit on add new interface and give name. I am giving it IPsec, it can be anything, and you have to select VTI1 and then create interface, assign a IP. So in my case IP is 10.10.10.10 and subnet is 32. So 255.255.255, and in the physical setting we have already selected VTI. In firewall just create a VPN named firewall zone. So I have already created it, so I am selecting it. In your case you have to create it, and just save and apply. Now in network firewall section you have to edit this. In edit you just select LAN interface and LAN interface in below also, and click on masquerading and just save. After save and then hit save and apply. Now what we need to do is static routing. Just hit on add button and type your IP. So in my case it's 172.31.0.0 and the net mask is 22.255.255.252.0. no need for gateway because we have already selected interface. Save and apply. After this you need to restart this interface, and it will take some time. So now just hit IPsec start. Okay, it's already started, so we hit restart. So it is restarting. So our IPsec is restarted now. Check IPsec status whether it is established or not. So yes, it is established. and it is established via VTI. So after this we will ping this IP. Let me clear this. So we are pinging this IP from this interface, so it should go through VTI. Yeah, it is pinging. Now we will check is it going via VTI or not. So on another interface we will start a packet capturing tool called TCP dump on VTI interface. Yes, the packets are going through VTI echo request and echo reply. Now we will check the encryption. For encryption I am starting Wireshark on my Wi-Fi interface because I have bridged the OpenWRT WAN interface on my Wi-Fi, so packets are decrypting on OpenWRT, not on my Wi-Fi. So I have started it. Now I will filter it on ESP because IPsec use ESP, encapsulated security protocol. Yes, the packet is encrypted, you can see. So that's it for today guys. If you want a depth video on IPsec, then let me know in the comment section. Please hit like button and share button and subscribe my channel for more such videos.